Hello, hello. I'm up here on top of my bells, because I'm looking down there. We're going to be building today, now that we have all the calcite. We gathered up a whole bunch, and we left over there with Cookie. You can see, using Voxy, just how far out we had to go to get all the calcite that I got. Today we're going to be building a couple new structures. I feel like the villagers are a little cramped inside of there, so I want to move the farmers out and give the librarians more room to breathe. I'll be making some farm structures over here. Just some basic stuff. Maybe moving some villagers, and working on my new house. After the sun sets. I'm always so happy with stuff that's fully detailed, because look at this tree. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get some firefly bushes and regular bushes with vegetation, but I'll do all that when I've got all the structures built. Alright. Over here is where I want to make one of the first ones. Not certain how big these are supposed to be. Just gonna sort of make a circle and hope that it's big enough. Come on. Almost made it all the way around. Bing! So I've got the calcite here that's gonna be like the, outer wall, and then I'm gonna fill the inside in with dirt. And I'm gonna fly in some villagers. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit taller. I want it to feel like one big solid structure. And I definitely don't want villagers getting out. Worse still, zombies getting in. Bum, bum. Just as bad. Having jump boost from my minigame right here is a little handy. Right, I think that's... yeah, that should be good. Let's go ahead and empty out this moss. We'll be using that in just a moment. Provided any holes end up popping in. Like these. Maybe I should use my bow. So much better for moss. Instant. Oh. Let's fill in these holes. So this is the level that I want the farm to be. This is where the villagers will be. I'm gonna have 2 of these. I think I'll use rooted blocks. I'll have to go snag some of those and drop off my excess calcite. Yeah. And then I'll have to go pick up my glass as well. Definitely need to go pick up some materials from the base. Oh! A wandering trader. Hi, Leora. You have my door wide open. I don't want any of this. Shoo. Shoo. Drop off the excess moss we ended up picking up by accident. And the seeds. Glass is over here. I want both. I'll pick some up. Then I want to drop off some of my calcite. I don't think I'm gonna need all this. Maybe 1. We'll keep 1. See. Drop off the dirt. Mangrove. Roots. Grab some buckets so I can fill up some water spots. How did you get in my home? That's not food safe. Get out. Leave. Take your llamas and go. That's it. Sad. Actually, those can go in there. Llama leather. Odd heads. Oops. Okay, back on track. See, that's gonna line up. I'm gonna do like a little footpath to this area here. Not where I wanted to place that, but okay. Not with the tinted. Regular style, please. This is gonna go into like a dome shape over top. Before we finish the dome, we should probably put the farm inside of it and then move our villagers, which I think that's gonna be one of the sillier parts, is getting them outside of that building. Once the sun sets enough, we'll take a little nap and then we'll get on with our business. We'll use some roots to get in there for right now. Oh, that's right, I need to get some water. I don't think I'll need 5 buckets specifically, but it's what it is. Alright. There is a very clear middle point. Three on either side. There. See, now this is water for farmland. And I still have my hoe on me, so that's good. Those were just for measuring. Four. This is the furthest a single block goes, I believe. It's 4 blocks away. I think to make sure... Maybe I will have this block broken. Means I don't have to get an infinite source going. I have all these extra buckets around. Let's start there. Get everything tilled up and then airlift in our guys. Actually, I want to get my copper bulbs back out because I think I should light this place up before I bring anyone in. Put those on the wall. That's actually what reminded me. Alright, this is going to help us understand what spots of these can be turned into copper bulbs, because it's not hydrating them. See, like this guy? These corners? I don't think those are getting hydrated. Which means I can put lights there. How do I... Ow. That's out. My copper box go? Is it up here still? Ow. No, I think I put it away. Ow. Copper. There's my bulbs. Perfect. I think we're gonna get some more of these waxed grapes. Where did my copper box go? Did I put it in my ender chest? Where did my copper box go? Right here. I'm so smart. Make some extra oxidized grates, because I think those are going to look pretty nifty. The plain white all the way around looks a little bad. So I think adding in some copper grate will look nice. Oop. And I'm out. That'll probably be a good way to get them in. Or for the fact that I'm probably just gonna happy guess them in. I have a plan. That is the plan. Maybe replace this middle one? The bulb? Here we go. Yes. Redstone block set. Doing this yesterday. You know, I don't hate it with the orange. It's already oxidized to sage. Okay. It's all the way lit up in here now. I think what we'll do is we'll put underneath these corners, we can put in hoppers, as well as putting the composter here inside this little section here for the farmers to throw their stuff in. I believe it is time to go and get them. Means I need the help of one Peter Pajamas. But also, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get some food. Drop off some of this other stuff. That's probably not gonna fill me up. There we go, that's a little better. Berries and salmon, what a dinner. You go... Goes there. Ooh. The addition of the oxidized stuff is making that... It'll be okay. I'll just dump off this extra stuff. Need the glass. Let's get... I had it in my person. Let's get some leads. Grab our boat box. Time is it? Just about sunset. I definitely want it to be all the way nighttime. Or all the way daytime, rather. No bung-ups. I don't want any dead villagers. Oh, do I have my snowballs? I do. First, we will bust our way into the side of here. And we will grab the boat box. What's up? Come on, guys. How did this end up here? Oh, they must have pushed it from over there with the collection system that didn't work. My inventory's far too full. Okay. Go get it, guys. Potatoes galore. Oh, come on. There we go. That's what we like to see. Right. Get distracted and get in the boat. Yes. Dude, come on. There you go. All right. Through the field collection system to the other side where there are more villagers. Oh, you guys probably want carrots, don't you? No children, not right now. Come on, this way. Yes. Come on. Perfect. That's what we like to see. This guy, come on. This way. Like a stupid allay. Allays are normally pretty smart. This guy. What? Follow the carrot trail. You can do it. No! Dude, come on. Let's mess with the composters. Go that way. Gosh dang it. You're so smart. I'm literally out of carrots trying to... Villagers are an awesome mechanic. Oh. Carrot. Oh, now you're a genius. Wonderful. Is it because you're in love with the person in the boat? Please, get in the boat. There we go. Alright. Up next... Make sure we get these bees. Because I definitely want to keep those as a part of the sort of setup for that. Alright, up next we gotta get these guys out of here. Let's lead up some boats. Come on. Okay. Extra boats out of here. Start yanking. That's one. I think these guys aren't on the same level of farmland. I'm just gonna yank. potatoes being in the way is a level of frustration I had not anticipated. It's a lot like when you have grass in your way. Under... Having a boat. This'll work. What? Too many corners, I bet. Now. Yank. Alright, cool. We gotta move quick. Come on, Petey. To make sure my buddy doesn't fly off, we're gonna hold some snowballs in my offhand. Oh, sorry, buddy. Want this one. There we go. Oh gosh. Okay, that works. Dude, no. Get back, come back. Okay. Do I have all of us? No, I do not. Okay, that is not okay. Who do I have? I've got 2 of us. That'll work. As long as I can get them inside here. Let's see. Tools. Here's... What a mess. You know what? Petey Pajamas, it's okay if you run away for 2 seconds because I can just pick you back up. I need it to be daytime. I do not want any zombie incidents. It's okay if they do happen. I'm prepared for that, but I don't want that to happen. Right. Bam. See? I freaking knew it. A zombo. And I'm out of snowballs. Let's see. Can I... Okay. Can I carry them? It does not. It has to be the other way around. Hmm. No, get back! No! You doofus! Ah. Alright, I'm getting snow. I have snow in the fridge? I do. So I have this one. Offhand. Okay, they're stuck. Come on, buddy. I need you to be closer. Closer, buddy. I see what happened is they're getting stuck on the pathway. Alright. That'll work. We take those. Alright, can we stack it? I don't think that's gonna stack. This way? Happy Guest has such... It's so floaty. They've already spawned a golem. Ow. You don't have any job blocks. Alright, let's go put Biddy away, and then we will deal with our villagers. Ow. Dude. You know what? You're fine. Security. Sure, I don't hit anybody I don't mean to. Alright. I brought with me their job blocks. They should get to work pretty much immediately, but I definitely want to... put something on top of those so they don't just jump up there. It'll end up ruining the farmland that way. I might have to put a zombie in here, actually, to reset their AI. And then feed them entirely new crops, because they're going to be planting carrots and potatoes. Oh gosh. Okay, let's see what I do with my copper. I think these stairs might be a good look. Yeah, that'll prevent them from getting up on top. Adds a little pop of color. All right. I have 2 extra composters to fill that hole in. There's only 6 is. I think the next thing we got to do is put the dome on, put the bees in, make some extra composters for these guys. Remove my ender chest. Wait, hold on. That is not a silk touch. Silk touch is in bad shape right now. Let's see. Do I have any bamboo on me? Labs right there. 2 composters. Just to complete the look. Maybe we put something coppery in this tiny little corner here. Some extra bulbs. That is not what I wanted. Oh, you goobers. There we go. These back inside there, because that's supposed to be for making beaches. I think it's time to make a dome. Blue glass.
I saw beyond the universe, far past the places we should see. But for my vision I was cursed, torn from my home and family.
Got a bunch of riffraff in my inventory now. If this is 7, want 3. Then we want to start breaking in some of the corners. This feels too exact, so what we'll do is
Saved from the darkness by my child, locked in the cage of glass and steel. But my true love remains in exile, beckoning me to break the seal into this crystal kingdom.
okay. Rude. I have no problem working through the night now that I know that these guys can spawn golems and it's bright enough inside of there. Alright. Next, we bring the dome in some. I think for the time being, I should use my axe to break all of the glass. Just until I can get, Silk Touch Pick repaired. And now I can't see. This seems wrong. I like that one better than that one, though, so... Looks like it did it over here as well. Oh! He's springing into action. Oh, I don't want them to fall in. I would like them to fall back into my hand, please. Ugh. Yes. I don't know what makes the determining factor for whether or not I'm allowed to pick them back up. Alright. I wish I could just put a cap on it here. I don't want to put, like, a huge dome on top of it. Maybe I should have started this, a little lower. Maybe I'll just do, like, 2 more layers in. That'll be where I cap it. Again, I have no idea what the criteria is for I'm allowed to catch it that time. Well, good luck. Whoa, he's on the hunt. As long as I don't get, like, a spider or a skeleton, this is, pretty decent. Alright. Go around and cut off all the extra pieces that are used to the ghost block. See, that one looked like it was, like, falling away from me, and somehow that's the one I'm allowed to have. I definitely think this next one's gonna be the last one. So let's go ahead and pick up some of our glass. Don't want any of this to spawn. Oop. We can take a nap real quick. And what we could do is we could just run mine carts underneath these guys to pick up all of the carrots and potatoes they make. And if we want to trade with them, we'll have to make some kind of, like, me-only way in. Maybe a series of trapdoors on the roof? That should work. How do I get up there? Okay, jump boost isn't that good. There we go. Doesn't matter about the ghost blocks this time because I'm just gonna fill this all the way in. Yes! Spooky time. Alright, let's get this filled in. I might do one small circle in the center. Just so it's not flat. I could probably actually use my copper for that. Okay. I know this isn't the exact center. Exact center is right there. But I want that open so I can put in my bees. Where do I put these? Oh, there. Dude, I'm trying to get a very specific block. Oh. Before the bees get out. Nice. Oh. I have a plan for that, actually. No! No! You rat! You absolute rapscallion! Doofus! You've doomed yourself! I have a plan for him. He might be able to get inside one of the hives. I just need to figure out which one of them is his. Turn around. Go back. Okay. Okay. There we go. That was so silly. The problem with my idea is that they could get out that way. I think that guy just has to be free now. There's plenty of bees in there. They're not in there for the honey. They're in there to use their little butts to... maybe I should get some... Oh, that'd be such a good idea. Bring in some flowers. Some, like, flowering azaleas. Like I used for my rock over here. I'll go inside and use them to decorate the inside of the dome. Have some... Ow. A bunch of leaves in here, but they're not the flowering type. Instead, I've got some roses. I finally opened up this area. Roses might look nice in there, though. Grab some of this. Because we're definitely going to be cleaning out this whole area. I want to take the upstairs parts of this and pull them downstairs. We're going to be pretty much redoing everything. So, I'm going to leave this part disconnected from the upstairs until it's done. I was having trouble with their AI. I needed them to sleep and reset, but they wouldn't do it. It was obnoxious. I just frustratingly placed a ton of beds. One's full. Good to know. Alright. Let's dig up these leaves then. This collection system obviously was working. It was just a little too finicky for me. The plan is to use the carrot and potato farmers on one. Hopefully I can get them to convert all the way to carrot, but I don't know that that's going to be possible without resetting them with a zombie. And then we'll be able to use these, which are supposed to go... but currently don't go. Oh gosh, am I trapped now? There we go. Let me out! Let me out! There we go. Ah. Yeah. That's gonna go up. And you can sort of go through the layers here. See, I'm going to take this, I'm going to rebuild it, because it's ugly, down here. With a different vibe altogether from this sort of rare black stone stuff with the tuff and the smelteries. They look cool, I guess. I just want to redo it. I have a different vibe with the aesthetics now. So much potato. Had not realized my riches. It's going to be a pain to clean up entirely. Honestly kind of glad to have this stuff out of the bottom here. This building's been so cool this entire time, but I felt underwhelmed with how it's performed. Because it's so hard to get in between the floors, so I think by separating everybody, it'll make it a little bit easier. Oops. All right. There we go. That should start popping them off. And it won't make a mess when I start to just fill it all out myself. I missed one. Just realized I could be eating some of this yummy, yummy food. Hmm. Get filled up on carrots. Normally I prefer the gold kind, but this'll work. For now, I guess. Here. Let's take a nap real quick, and then we will... Here under inventories, it's very full. Got a ton of junk on me. Hmm. I might have to start separating my foods. Alright, if that's the case... Potato. All those potatoes out. Maybe we take out this. Put it where it goes. We put the beds away. The one frog light I picked up. We can put the boat box back. I know there's a second one out there. I'm actually gonna hold on to this fella for a second, because I think we're gonna be using some redstone and some rails here soon. Put him away. I'll put him away for now, that's fine. Let's see, do I have... Flowering azalea leaves? It's all just the regular stuff, yeah. The regs. Flowering azalea leaves, there we go. Put the mangrove away and grab some more azalea. Roses go away. Spore blossom on the ceiling. There we go. How many copper trap doors do I have? Not enough. Alright. That's the case. I actually don't think I'm going to need that many, but... 8, and ah, plenty. Whee! Looks like it's still nighttime, so we'll take that nap real quick and then we'll head back out. Right, up my way up here. Whee! All right. Ah, well, whoop. Yeah. Sort of get like a ribbon look to it. I might flip these down and use item frames to sort of complete the look there. Eh, there we go. Okay, just that side. And then we'll try and make our way in. Come on. I'd rather have them face down, yeah? Like that. Not like that, no, no. I think it looks a little more complete. And I'll come back through with some item frames to sort of fill in those spots. But this lets me bust a little hole in underneath right there. Ooh. They are trying to get out. They definitely went out of that spot. Oh boy. Gotta be quick. Ooh. Huh. That'll work for now. Hey, Garrett. Sorry about that. I'm leaving some holes in this because I want to use some of the flowering ones as well. There we go.
Kept from much umbrella restraint, subject to needed not make. This is where separation lays, and souls
I see.
welcome awake into this crystal kingdom.
There you guys go. This will also make it to where those guys can pollinate a little better because they'll have more options. Honey from. Little baby bees. Getting stuck inside my silly flower leaves. And does it have to be a full moss block? I can have that arranged, but it's gonna be a little annoying. Woo! All right. I shouldn't have to come back in here pretty much ever. Well, now hold on. How the heck do I get in there to put the Spore Blossom down? There we go. Let's fix some of these spots that I was jumping around on for these guys. Don't want to minimize their plant usage. Alright. Oh. Ah. There we go. And I want to do one more thing before I could leave, because it's probably for the best. These will help me see where I'm supposed to put the... They'll help me see where I'm supposed to put my hoppers later. What? Now let's try and get back out of here. Woo! There we go. I even have 2 azalea leaves still, so I can fill these holes in that I made. And just like that, look at that! We got a bunch of dudes in there. They're, probably, super scared for their whole life. Just because there's probably zombies they can see from inside. I mean, like, look at that. The iron golems are taking care of this guy. Look at this. And inside, it feels nice and open. There's buzzy bees for them. It's so cute. And they get to just be farmers. It's nice and open. Now there's no beds, which is a little worrisome. But they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Again, I do need a me-only way in. I think I'm going to do something about that on this side. Perhaps on this side, because this is the side that it'd be coming in from. Because this is where the road is. Oh, forgot to click these back shut. But there we go. That was fairly painless. The exception of having to till the land so often. They're just running around in there being cute little guys. Little baby bees. That's awesome. Alright. The next step is to do redstone underneath them. So we know that this block is the one that is the bottom block for them. So we have to go underneath that by one block. Well, probably by a couple blocks, actually. We'll start there. Our next stream. I think I'm going to be doing a surprise stream tomorrow. So, hopefully, you guys can catch that. We'll be putting in the system for the... system for the redstone underneath here. And then finding a way to try and get ourselves inside with these guys. So I don't have to break blocks to get inside to trade with them. If you have any ideas for that, feel free to let me know. Until next time, friend, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Their sandwich bags. I wouldn't find their